So let's bring Ian Kelly in for a few minutes on this, the former U.S. ambassador to Georgia, of course, another country that was invaded by Russia. So welcome, sir. What's your kind of read on where we're going? Are we making progress, going in the right direction? What do you think's happening?
Well, I think what happened yesterday is Putin was unable to say yes. That's because I think he doesn't want a ceasefire. He thinks he's winning on the battlefield now, and he thinks he's winning politically, believing that the U.S. has moved away from standing by NATO, from supplying weapons to Ukraine. So while Ukraine has said unconditionally they agreed with a 30-day ceasefire, we've gotten a yes and a big but from Russia.
Right. Yeah. The yes, but is probably a good way of putting it. So we'll see where it goes maybe in the next few days, or whether Trump and Putin actually speak to each other. There were two kind of interesting kind of breaking news stories related to foreign affairs here in the last hour or so. I just wanted to ask you about each. I don't know how important it is, but Adam Boehler withdrawing his nomination to be the special envoy for hostage affairs. Apparently he's got some issues in his company they didn't want to get out of, so he's going to be a special employee like Elon Musk. How important is that position, do you think?
Well, I think that any deal to have a resolution of the conflict in Ukraine will have to be return of prisoners of war and what the Ukrainians call hostages, children who have been separated from their families. This is a really hard ask from the Ukrainians. So I think that it would be unfortunate if Russia read this as something that the United States is willing to concede, that we're not going to push for the return of the thousands of children who've been taken from their families, and of course the prisoners of war.
The second one, I mentioned Elon Musk, but this is was just put on social media by the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, about South Africa. He says South Africa's ambassador to the United States is no longer welcome in our country. Says he's a race-baiting politician who hates America and hates the president. We have nothing to discuss with him, so he is considered persona non grata in all caps from Secretary Rubio. Any thoughts on that? Of course, again, Elon Musk, as I said, has he's from South Africa, but has very, his deeply held beliefs, I suppose, or thoughts about what's going on in the government there.
Well, I've been out of diplomacy for a few years, but I mean, in the diplomatic world, that is a very big step.
Yeah.
To declare an ambassador persona non grata, not welcome back, because of his views. I don't know about the Elon Musk connection. I think I have heard that Elon Musk is not very happy with the South African leader. There could be a connection, but it's certainly a strong signal that the U.S. is going to tolerate anti-American behavior from their ambassadors.
Apparently not. It doesn't sound, or what they perceive as such, but it doesn't sound just sort of like something Rubio normally would write, all caps at the end. It sounds like something somebody else might write, though, persona non grata. Thank you, Ambassador Kelly, for joining us tonight. So we'll see what comes of that story, but it just came in on the South African ambassador. Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.